The interesting aspect in all this, in my opinion, is the fact that we are now facing the reality of all this, and is the fact that this is the less and less an economical problem and the more and more a political problem at the end of the day. What I think and what we think, generally speaking, is that it's not really the Eurozone problem to be represented as a problem between the core and the periphery, core versus periphery, but much more a problem of Germany versus France. When it comes to growth, interestingly enough, the Hollande government, while France has been losing the AAA status, is putting in place more taxes together with more measures in favor of growth transferred to the French enterprises.
Some say that France is close enough to be the next weakest link after Italy.
Well, okay, I mean, it's clear enough that the stability of the balance sheets of France and Italy and Spain are weaker than the German one. But again, the point is, are we willing to put in place a common balance sheet? Yes or no? Because this is the rationale for having a single currency that stays afloat in the appropriate way. For the conclusion of the problems, we actually have to see a further process that is related to the, at least depicting, writing down the path towards a fiscal integration. And there is another problem in between, that is the Spain bailout. Okay, it's something that markets are looking carefully at, and of course there are big conditionalities attached to it, but the mechanism is ready and is in place since last summer.
Oh, yes, that's true. But I think that the big conflict is between Angela Merkel and Wolfgang Schäuble and Germany and IMF. But let's move to the other side of the Atlantic. US Council has done 40 days to shut down the fiscal cliff issue. Yep. Some say that Republicans and Democrats will find a solution shortly.
Yeah.
Do you think that a deal will affect the debts? A non-deal?
A non-deal would affect the GDP mainly, and of course, I mean, if there is no deal done, you have an issue because you have taxes going up and spending going down, which would lead to a lot of GDP missing for next year. We think, yeah, the solution should be short-term because the US politics will work until December the 14th, then they will have sort of holidays for Christmas, so the solution has to be quite quick. And should be quick as well, because the expectations of families and enterprises are already impacted by the uncertainty. They are refraining to spend, they are refraining to invest, because they don't know which the tax regime will be in a few months from now. We think that they will find a way out, and hopefully it will be an intelligent compromise and not just kicking the can down the road, because then uncertainty would remain. In our opinion, this remains the biggest macro problem, even more than the Eurozone problems in the medium term.
Is that a question, is that something that US will lose the AAA again?
Well, they already did, and they survived quite well, so I'm not sure that this is a main issue. If you remember last August, the August 2011, when they lost the AAA from Standard & Poor's, what happens was panic in the market and everybody investing in the debt of the United States, which tells you something about the status of the dollar and of the treasury bills as safe haven considered by the market.